Hello, and welcome to my video about the kanji used in the popular Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba anime series. No, that's not what we want. Hang on. Okay, so it's been a while since I've done an English video, but here we go. I'm going to talk about the kanji and the Kimetsu no Yaiba series. So first up, let's look at the title, Kimetsu no Yaiba. Ki, the kanji means demon. Okay, ki is an onyomi reading, which means it's a copy of the Chinese pronunciation. The native Japanese is oni. Okay, so ki mitsu. Mitsu means destruction, to destroy. Again, this is an onyomi reading. The kunyomi reading, the native Japanese reading, would be horobiru, hoboro, horobosu. Okay, it is an interesting case because we have sanzui, these three marks here, which indicates water. This kanji can probably be traced back to the Shang dynasty of China, where the first kanji came from, which, like most ancient civilizations, was built on the banks of a river, which was very necessary for water. But of course, rivers overflow, leading to chaos and destruction, which we can see represented with this kanji. Mitsu, horobiru, horobosu, to destroy. No, this is just the hiragana, the possessive. No, yaiba. Yaiba is a kunyomi reading of jin, meaning the blade of a knife or a sword. If we were to take away this little tick here, we would have katana or to, meaning a sword, particularly a Japanese sword, katana. Okay, so it means blade. Yaiba. Kimetsu no Yaiba, so the Demon Slayer's blade. Not fully represented in the title, the English title, Demon Slayer, but honestly, I don't think we should be translating names. It's just my opinion. Let's look at the first character. We have Kamado Tanjiro. Kamado Tanjiro. Kamado, this by itself, so this means an earthen oven. Okay. It has Kamado is a kunyomi native reading, but it also has a lesser known onyomi reading, which would be so. This kanji itself is outside of the Joyo kanji that are studied in schools, which puts it, if we look at the measure of Japanese kanji proficiency, the Kanji Kente exam, it puts it in a level pre-1, which is where they study outside of the Joyo kanji that are studied in school. Okay, so this would be just Kamado by itself, but the name is quite stylized. We also have Mon, the onyomi, or Kado, the kunyomi, native Japanese reading for gate. Okay, so Kamado, so like, so earthen oven, gate. Tan, again, this is an onyomi reading. Sumi is the kunyomi reading. It means coal. Ji, again, an onyomi reading. Tsugi means next. It's a common kanji used in older names for the second son in a family. And Ro basically indicates a servant or a boy. Again, this is common in boys' names. Jiro, often indicating a second son in a family. Not so common these days, but common in the Edo and the Meiji period. Of course, this anime is set in the Meiji period, so late 19th century, 1900s, thereabouts. For the Meiji, 1868 to 1912, to be exact. Underneath, we have his sister, Kamado Nezuko. Nezuko, again, Kamado. This kanji, quite rare, but it is I believe, in the Joyo kanji. It's in the Kanji Kente Nikyu level 2 test. It indicates an altar, basically. Whenever you see this shimesu hen on the left, that indicates usually an altar, something to do with religion. The most common word using this kanji would I believe would be negi, which is a position in a Shinto shrine, a job attached to this shrine, like a second level priest. Mame. Okay. In this case, it's zu, which is quite a rare reading for it. Daizu is one where we see this, but they're being artistic with their choice of names. And ko, normally it would be the ko for child here, which I forgot to write. It would look like this. Okay, let's see if we can find our pen. Go pen. Normally it would be ko, which would look like this. Okay, ko. Okay. Good. Yeah, there's I have my research assistant here with me. Kai, he helped me a lot because I don't know so much about the anime. I just like kanji. It's my kanji and history. Yeah. So nezuko, ko, commonly added at the end of a girl's name. It means child. Okay. This kanji is learnt in grade 1, basically, which would put it in the kanji kente level 10. Underneath there we have mushibashira. Mushibashira. Mushi, this is a stylized form of the character for mushi, because actually 3, 1, 2, 3 mushis here. Mushi means insect. Okay, mushi. So normally it would just be 1. Bashira means a pole or pillar. And we have kihen, indicating a tree, so basically a wooden pillar of a house or a temple or something like that. And her name also Kocho Shinobu. Kocho means butterfly. Normally it's just cho, but kocho, an older word for butterfly. Famous Chinese classic in Japanese, kocho no yume. Yume meaning dream. Man dreamt that he was a butterfly, woke up, wasn't sure whether he was the man or the butterfly. So it's a Chinese classic that's quite well known in Japan. Underneath here we have Hashibira Inosuke. Hashibira Inosuke. This Hashi, this is a lesser known kanji. It's Kuchibashi is another reading for this. It's the beak of a bird. And we know it's something to do with a mouth, because here on the left we have Kuchihen, the kanji for kuchi, meaning mouth, which indicates that it has something to do with a mouth. But it is a duck's beak. So Kuchibashi, also Hashi. The famous Australian animal, the platypus, is the kama no hashi in Japanese. They use this kanji, and it's commonly seen in quizzes because most people can't read it. Okay. Hira means flat. I. This is actually where the katakana I originates from. It's not so common in modern Japanese, but it does represent the country Italy, and anything to do with Italy and the Italian language. This is just a kanji representing the hiragana possessive, and ske means to help. Taskeru, often used in boys' names, not so common now, I don't think, but at this time it was. And this character often wears he wears a boar head. He wears a boar head, so Inosuke, bit of a play on words there. I've put here the kanji for Inoshishi, which is where the I comes from. Inoshishi. This kemono hen, this left part indicates that it's a wild animal, by the way. Underneath here we have Agazuma Zenitsu. Agazuma Zenitsu, yeah. So means, it's actually an old first person pronoun, very old form, usually read as ware. In this case, aga. Again, the ga is an old form of no, possessive. Agatuma. Tuma is a wife. Agatuma zen itsu. Zen means good, and itsu means to surpass, to go past. It's one of the most common kanji used in the Nikyu, the level 2 kanji kente exam, although it's not so common in everyday life. So where this name comes from, I don't know. I don't know enough about the series to understand it, but it's an interesting choice of names. Underneath here we have Tomioka Gu. Tomioka Gu? Mm-hmm. Tomi means plentiful. This is the same kanji. Also, fu is a onyomi reading of this in Fuji, Mount Fuji. You can see this kanji. Oka means a large hill. Tomioka Gu, and Gu is the onyomi reading of Ushi, meaning cow. Underneath that we have another character, Kazebashira. Kaze means wind, Bashira means pillar or pole, as we saw up here in Mushibashira. Kaze, when we write kaze into the computer, we get two options. First, by itself, kaze meaning wind. The next is a ateji, a silent character. Same reading, kaze. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, yes, it's a really strong character. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yes, there's a lot of names. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of names with Bashira. It means a strong character, yeah? Okay, yes, a strong character. This one here, it has an unlisted reading, Yokoshima, meaning bad, or bad, evil, basically. This kaze, meaning a cold. Okay, so kaze meaning wind, kaze meaning cold, with an ateji, Yokoshima. Underneath here we have Iguro Obanai. Same I we have up here, which represents Italy. Kuro, meaning black, changes to Guro in this case because of the combinations to make it easier to say. Iguro Obanai, yeah. Or small ba, comes from a plant name, so Basho plant, where the famous haiku poet Matsuo Basho gets his name. This is the same ba used in his name, and nai meaning inside, within. I don't know where they get these names from. Maybe they just sound cool. I don't know. Underneath that we have Kanroji Mitsuri. Kanroji Mitsuri. Okay, Kan. This is a onyomi reading of Amae, meaning sweet. Ro. This is again an onyomi. So onyomi is a Chinese reading. Please remember. Onyomi reading of Tsuyu, meaning mist or dew, rather, so morning dew. Ji, again, is an onyomi reading of Tera, or Tera, a Buddhist temple. And Mitsu, same as in Hachimitsu, honey. And Ri, we can find this in Ruri, like lapis lazuli, the type of blue precious stone. Okay. Underneath here is a really interesting one. We have Rengoku Kyojiro. Yeah, Rengoku Kyojiro. Rengoku, this is a kanji kente ikkyu, the top level kanji. It's outside of the usual. It means taderu, to become infected, to whatever. Goku, meaning a prison settles, and comes from Jigoku, meaning hell. In this case, Rengoku actually refers to Catholic purgatory, a place between heaven and hell that commonly believed in the Middle Ages in Europe. And Kyojuro, this kyo comes from anzu, a type of plant that you might often see in Chinese desserts. I forget what the English name for it is. Ju, Kotobuku, meaning a celebration, a life. Ro, again, common kanji added to male names. And Uzui Tengen. Zui. Means a house, a roof, the universe. Okay, Uchu means a universe. This Zui means stagao, to comply with, to follow, and Tengen, ten meaning sky, universe, again meaning origin. Anybody that studied basic Japanese knows genki. This is the same gen. Okay. Toki to muichiro. Toki to muichiro. Okay. Toki means time. Okay. We have hihen here. Hi meaning the sun. So hihen, that gives you an indication of time. And there's the same ichiji, 1 o'clock, niji, 2 o'clock. All of these same ji. Jikan meaning hour. To means actually this to. So this ji is an onyomi reading. This to is actually a kunyomi. No, it's not. Is it kunyomi read? No, yeah, no, it's not. Suku would be the kunyomi reading in a verb form. To is onyomi reading. It means transparent, to be able to see through, kind of clear. Mu means nothing, and ichi, one person. Underneath here we have a difficult one. This is the name of the Buddhist monk that we have pictured here on the right. The name is Himejima Gyome. This hime by itself with an extra I added, a longer vowel instead of the short one. Hime actually means a scream. Jima, and this is a very stylized old reading of the kanji for island. Gyome, gyo is the kanji for to go. This has a lot of different readings. Iku, go, and ko. There are many different readings for this kanji. So it's a your kanji that's studied in school very early on, but not all readings are well known. Particularly in the Buddhist context, there's a lot of different readings for it. And next to this we have me. This is the kanji used to represent like enlightenment, meditation, whatever. And we also have to note that the Kimetsu no Yaiba Demon Slayer series is heavily influenced by Buddhist thought, particularly Japanese Joro Shinshu Buddhism, and they often refer to Nembutsu. Nen means to think about, omo, and Butsu, Hotoke, Buddha, or the Buddhas. Okay, there are more than one. Hotoke or omo, often in character compounds formed from Chinese. The verb kanji actually comes first, and this is the case in Nembutsu. And this character, Gyome, he has the most common Nembutsu, often chanted by Jodo and Jodo Shinshu Buddhists, which is Japanese Buddhist sects, often chanted by them. He has the characters written on his shirt. They are Namu Amida Butsu. Okay, Namu Amida Butsu is the great Buddha in the West who will take everybody off to Jodo, the Pure Land, if they just think of the Nembutsu, if they just think of doing Nembutsu. According to Shinran, the founder of Jodo Shinshu, all you have to do is think about performing Nembutsu, and Amida Buddha will save you. This Namu actually means like hail to, or I submit to Amida Buddha. Its roots are in, if we think of it, it comes from the Sanskrit language of India, and its roots are in the same as the Namaste, the Indian greeting. So Namaste, Namo, means I submit myself to you, I respect you, something like that. I'm not an expert in Sanskrit, but yeah, so Namo Amida Butsu, I submit to Namo Amida Butsu. On the right-hand side, I quickly have a note of some of the villains. They're symbolized by an instrument, the biwa. This is a lute, Japanese lute. Of course, it has 6 strings. All these characters have these written in their eyes. Jogen. Jogen means the top strings. It also refers to the earlier half of a moon. Okay, when you can see a half moon, and it's the first part of the month. I think it's Jogen. And they have Jogen written in one eye, and they have a number written in the next. These are the main villains, bad guys, yeah. So first, the regular kanji ichi, meaning 1. They have a stylized form, ichi, written here. The next we have ni, and this ni. These are just stylized forms of the kanji for the numbers. More complex kanji look cool, so they're often used in anime. I think it might also go back to kanji, Chinese poetry, where if you use the same word in more than once, you try to use a different kanji, I think. Again, I'm no expert, but it's an interest. Next, sun, yon, she. In this case, it's read as she. Number 4, she, go, roku. These kanji are all used, except for this first two, ichi, ni. They all have different meanings. So sun means to participate in. This is a very rare kanji from the kanji kente ikkyu. It means various meanings. One is hoshi mama, which means to do as one pleases. Others are to connect. Tsuronaru, tsuroneru. Underneath we have another kanji, go. In this case we have nimben on the left side, which means person. Gosuru as a verb would mean to form a group, to do something. Underneath we have ruku, roku. Ruku means a landmass. Okay, so tairuku means a continent. Whatever. And the last one we have another
Kibutsujimu-san.
Kibutsujimu-san. Okay, I've in my hiragana here I've forgotten to write mu, but Kibutsujimu-san. Ki, oni, demon. Okay, mu. This mu actually is also read as mai or mao. As a kunyomi reading means to dance, particularly in the case of like a temple dance or something. Tsuchi means like a whirlwind, catastrophe. Mu means nothing, and this zan means misery. Okay, on the left here we have rishinben, which shows the character for heart, meaning something to do with emotion. Let's see if I can write it again. So, no, not that one. Okay, see if I can write it. So, this character on the left symbolizes. We have to change the color. Okay, color. We're nearly finished. Color. Okay, it symbolizes heart. Okay, it looks like that. Okay, very badly written, but that's where it comes from. So rishinben, showing the shin meaning heart, and that means mijime, misery, basically. So Kimujimu-san, okay, the last villain. So thank you very much for listening to my video about Kimetsu Dragon Slayer Kanji. The kanji and their choices, they're not always clear, difficult to understand, but they're interesting and they really add to the show. I think definitely having an awareness of the kanji and looking at it makes everything more interesting. So I hope you've enjoyed my video. Please subscribe, press the like button, whatever. And I hope to see you again. Thank you very much, and thank you to my research assistant. Okay, bye.